drawing on here to show that all over the world, all of the leaders in the mobility industry have concrete plans and investments in lithium-ion battery-powered electric vehicles. And this leads to a concept that this is a space where countries and companies who don't work actively to electrify transportation are going to be left behind. So raise your hand if you've got a cell phone. Raise your hand if you've got an electric car. So everybody knows someone with a cell phone. You probably know somebody who has 3 cell phones. I put this graph on here to demonstrate that in 2016, for the first year ever, the demand for batteries from EVs was greater than the demand for mobile phones, because the size of the battery needed for an electric vehicle is so much bigger. So when you look at the impact that the uptake of electric vehicles has on the battery industry, it's of a magnitude that it's difficult to find an industry to compare it to. This kind of talks to what we were saying, is that when you look at the demand for batteries, for lithium-ion batteries, this shows that even if all the stationary storage, even if all of the storage to accompany solar panels and other renewable energy solutions were done with lithium-ion batteries, the growth is still coming from the electric vehicle market. So, does everyone remember this slide? So, this breaks down how much lithium is in an electric vehicle. So if you look at a Tesla, remember we talked about these little jelly roll batteries, and the reason that they choose to use jelly roll batteries in a Tesla and in a lot of these other electric vehicles is because by putting them cylinder to cylinder, they get the best use of space, and the way that they are situated next to each other allows air to flow between them. And it allows the batteries essentially to release heat and to cool. So it creates a much safer product than if you used pouch batteries, where you would be able to, yes, get more lithium into a small space, but you'd have to put more expensive climate control systems in. So it's just interesting to kind of see how that looks all together. This is a battery cylinder. This is a module. Then they go in to make the pack. And so out of this entire battery pack that weighs 1,200 pounds, only 15 pounds are made of lithium, which is about the weight of a bowling ball. So the electric vehicle market is a massive societal transformation, and lithium is an integral part, but it's not the whole story.
The waste is the problem, not from the battery.
No, the waste from a battery, it has to be... Well, if you have a battery, you're going to be using electricity. So it's different than gas because it's not a fuel. So you're not burning any fuel to run your car. However, you have to say, where was that electricity generated? So there are interesting papers to read, and I can send you some if you want, that compare, are electric vehicles really allowing things like solar or wind to power our cars, or are they just shifting burning of coal and other dirty pollutants outside of cities? The recycling is the batteries are so big and there's such a large number demanded that the economic incentives to create large-scale recycling programs are definitely there. The production of an electric vehicle versus a regular, like a conventional engine vehicle, is a little bit more environmentally unfriendly. But there is a lot of work done in that space to sort of get that down. You're more looking at the challenges of it being more expensive, charging infrastructure. Think about how many places in the country you can drive and get gas. Where are you supposed to charge your car? It's a chicken egg type of a thing, but society is rolling this way.